Facebook and to the YouTube crew. Bless upon yourself as well. As soon as you check in, just share out the stream for me quick, fast, and hurry and get it out there to some people. Alright, Simone Dawson, big up yourself over there on YouTube. Alright, you don't know the thing. We have an awesome conversation we are having at the night here. You know, but we want more people for forward in. So as we say, as soon as you're forward, just share out the stream, share it out, and get some more people for forward in. So if a Facebook on the depend, share it to some groups. Alright, if a YouTube on the depend, share it to Facebook and share it to some WhatsApp contacts and make some more people forward in. And don't forget that smashing that like button is very important as well. That needs to happen. Seeing? Now, I know me alone they have to have that conversation here, you know. Seeing? A three name we're not familiar with, depend on one panel here in the night. Seeing? We have Unstoppable, which is me, obviously. And then we have another brother we wanna love, Jamaican Carlos. And then we have another brother we wanna love, Big Ice. Yo, you know say the conversation here go epic in the night. You see what I say? So if you no forward in, I don't have anything for do. You just know say you go if a cookie pot go bun, cause the conversation I go intense in the night. Yeah, that's what I say. So you share out the stream for me. Once you share, say Unstoppable, me share. And me can see say you share the thing. You see me share to every group where you in. Not just one, not just two, not just three. Share it to every group. Now from the thumbnail you can see, and from the title you can see what the conversation is all about. You know, we see everybody talk about profit, right? These days. We see profits are pop up left, right, and center. Everybody are talk about them a profit. Everybody are call themselves profit. So we want to have that conversation then at the night here. Me, Big Guys, Jamaican Carlos, and Uno. Plus, Uno can see the number on the screen as well. So Uno can call in and give Uno take on the conversation if you don't have anything we want to throw in and add in at the conversation as well. Seeing? So me I got introduce my two general them in here with me. Right in the night here, Jamaican Carlos as well as Big Guys. I'm going to introduce them right now to the conversation so that the man them can get in and say for them part two in what we are going to talk about. See it? Because this is going to be a great conversation. See it? Now, may I get some choppy nice from somebody. I don't know which one I know. Somebody in really choppy. All right. We have Big Ice and we have Jamaican Carlos. Carlos, you hear we?
Yeah, boy, that broke up.
A connection really poor, but go on again, Carlos. Make we hear you.
Some respect, family. You have break up on my end a while ago. Now hear you now. You sound good. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Big Guys. Good evening, viewers and subscribers.
All right, good. Carlos, your end so clear. Let me check to see if a Big Guys end the noise I come from. All right, Big Guys. Yes. Big Guys, I hear end the noise I come from. So log out and come back in, my brother. Your end really choppy, see it?
Yes. Big Guys, I hear end the noise I come from. So log out and come back in. Man, respect Carlos, yeah, man.
Log out and come back in, my brother. Your end really choppy. You see me? I want to have a good conversation tonight, yeah. You see me? Alright, so Carlos, while Big Guys are forward back in, make we chat about this, my general. So, you know what I want to find out from you, Carlos? How you feel about all of this profit thing? Because we realize, say, everywhere we turn, we hear, say, profit. And everybody call themselves profit. What you think about that, my general?
Well, Unstoppable, may I tell you, say, this thing I get out of hand now, people. This thing I blow up out of proportion. It I really get out of hand. Because what you know is that everybody account to this profit thing, and I know me can't see the profit and go to a hospital, go heal the sick. You hear me?
Yeah, man, we are here. You go ahead.
Break up. So I know me can't hear with COVID I know me can't see one of them profit. Go down there, go heal some people down there. The health department in Jamaica needs some help. I mean, wonder if these profit realize that. Other than coming out here, a lot of them fake stuff. Look here. I'm not going to beat these people, but enough is enough. I'm going to see some of them are doing it for the wrong reason, brother. Some of them, especially that some look a young one, they must still have milk on their mouth. These young men don't have any experience in a young lady. So why them lock up that part of them life? They want to be a priest or something? Look here, you're a young man, have this young girl in that church. Go and go live a life before you become a pastor. Some are too young. And the lie me I tell.
All right, big guys, here they are again.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, Carlos. We hear you loud and clear. Ice, we don't know what go on with your and my family. The people them say Ice sound like you're a crush.
Yeah, man.
The people them say sound like your Ice a crush, big guys.
No, man, we don't know what go on, man. Ice box are freeze up.
But, all right. So, you hear anything we Carlos say a while ago, my general?
Yes, man. I will ask him, man. Me hear what Carlos has said, man. I will ask him, man. I sit down and I listen to Carlos, man.
Why your take on this thing?
I know me fully endorse that. First of all, me say good night to Unstoppable TV family. And also, manners and respect to Mr. Carlos himself. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so why your take on this, Ice?
You know what I say? First of all, I want to talk about the young man, the so-called young man, I want to see. Go up in people, them place this man, the so-called pastor will run out of gas business and all that. I know no guys must see it because we stream him live today, so I know no guys must see him. In particular, him I want lucky youth. When I say lucky youth, I mean lucky youth. Why am I saying lucky? Him say then at. And him a come from where him a come from. And him a come in our people them place I come try to uproast thing and come try to start something else. Another time and place that. This another time and place that. And as Carlos say no. A lot of them a come and them a use this Jesus name. Jesus. You know what I say? There's a particular scripture in the Bible where say the kingdom of God suffereth violently. And if you wonder why the scripture said the kingdom of God suffereth violently, it's people like them that cause the kingdom of God to suffer violently, you know. Because let me tell you something. You say right now, it's hard to find a man to believe in anything with any pastor officer. Right now, it's like a man them set like this, blah, blah, blah. Nobody know what you're not when it comes to God because of people like Daniel. Clearly, you can't see this youth here. Clearly. You know what glasses it clearly say this youth here is all about the money. It's all about the money. And me want to pinpoint him first, you know, Unstoppable. You know the reason why I want to put a stoppage to him first? Me know them all come and as them say money me always did say uproar. But you see him, me want to put a stoppage to him. If him a listen, whosoever female listen, I want to share some can hear. First thing I have to say to you, you don't have no ambition. That I want to say to you as a man. You don't have no ambition. And even to your very wife, the same thing. She don't have no ambition neither. You understand? Why would I say I thought that thing about so-called people of God and children of God? You know say, you are go preach your word of God and you don't have gas in your car and you don't have food for your wife. And you take up your woman from wherever she is and can go all the way and mob you, go run out of gas and tap on roadside and make food. Bible, this is what scripture say now. The scripture say, you will never see his seed go begging bread. Man of God, you call yourself a man of God. And you are having guts to come on social media, come tell people, say, you stop a bar and beg Rasta man chips and this to give your wife, brother. You and your wife don't have no ambition. If the woman listen, there's a particular scripture in the Bible where say, can the blind lead the blind? The Bible says both of them are going to fall into a ditch. And that's why you have the people that pick your academic career in a ditch. Because one of them is supposed to have ambition to say, no, baby. We now go beg no food because you never see God people out on road but them a stretch out and beg food. You understand? The Bible says you will never see seed go begging bread. And the man say him come out of his vehicle and stretch him hand and ask, beg for food for your wife. Him stretch him hand and him a beg gas. No, watch this. God put man with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And if you say God not talk to you for tell us say you can't have no gas, a lie you tell. There is such a thing in the car where them call them gas gauge. The knowledge a man put gas gauge in the car. You know where gas gauge for? If it's sure you say you don't have sufficient gas in the pan red, you can't make it up the hill. Don't chance you can't go there so because you tank the parent. And yet still, you got to take up your woman pity. But your wife and carry her about you're gonna Timbuktu, gonna go and redeem people. The first person where you need to redeem and unstoppable. Brother Carlos. Let me tell you what
me in there.
Brother Carlos.
Get me in there, man. Get me in there.
You know what them are do? Them are use this thing for opportunity. And a lot of them, but you see, them come in a time when people is so vulnerable. And I never know a human being was so vulnerable. Vulnerable enough that you can allow a man to do anything to you. You can allow a man to say anything to you and you say yes, 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 yes. Me hear you say a thing this morning unstoppable. And the thing that you said this morning, you said every man supposed to know God for themselves. All right, that's my sticky there.
Mm-hmm.
Every man supposed to have a relationship with God. Every man supposed to know God for themselves. The blind can't lead the blind because me can't see and you can't see. Therefore, the Bible says both of we are going to fall into a ditch. And clearly you can't see that this is not a man of God. Because if a man of God, the Bible says we're supposed to use the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The Bible calls these things the fruit of the Spirit. And if you don't have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the wisdom is supposed to tell you, say, this amount of liter of gas can't carry you go around Florida.
Mm-hmm.
This a liter of gas can't carry you go up Mobile Hill them. In knowledge supposed to tell you, say, your wife can't go all the way up there so without something to eat. And you go talk to your top road and big people. Brother, in lucky, you know, in lucky they never married. In lucky he never get married.
Hold on.
All right, so Carlos look like you want to come in and say sit here.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me bring in brother Carlos. Let me bring in brother Carlos. Yes, Carlos.
Yeah, hey, big guys, I real talk, my brother. Hey, let me tell you about the man, big guys, as you're touching on something a while ago. That brother, a false prophet. I tell you, a false prophet. You know why a false prophet? Because every man could have see. A prophet is supposed to see things, right? They can foresee stuff, right? They can foresee stuff happen to you. That's sure say this man went and he was a sent. Enough man went, you know. There was a sent, you know. He must say my prophet. He went and he was not sent. Because if he was sent, he would have known, say, look here, this man go down there, run out of gas, like him hungry, and get choked at church all at once. Come on, no, you couldn't see that as a prophet. That look like a man who was sent, or he just went on himself. Another thing we realize what is going on here is, I think he's trying to capitalize off of this, because him hear about the money we are running a church and pass a big mansion and big house and pass a, you know, I get a parade and police motorcycle. The big so that the man could have just different. What is that he's trying to make an impression? What am I trying to do? You say, understand me? So, and another thing more, I think I'm gonna say again. You see a church like that? You see like how the law enforcement of Jamaica know how dangerous that church is, and they know the trait of that church and the people that they're ready and they sacrifice that church, deal with sacrifice. I think the Jamaica law enforcement should have the eye out for any church who knock up their head, knock them back down. Any one of these churches spring up in Jamaica must be uprooted. And I strongly believe that a church should be demolished. I think Jamaican government must demolish that church and use that space for a park or something like that. Demolish that church. Don't even put another building there. Just use that space for a park, you know, even a swing or some bench or something. Use that space for that, Jamaica. Get rid of that memory out of all of it. So, but then back to that pastor there. The pastor was not sent. The pastor went because a prophet who was sent would have known that he was going to get thrown out of the church and ushered out of the church that he wanted to prophesy in, and the pastor didn't have that. So that pastor of that church is the one who called the police. A pastor called the police, and the next pastor who dressed coming to the church like a drunk crow. Me don't call police to scare me.
Alright, hold on. Let me find out
what I go on. Past here, man.
Let me find out what I go on. Because I see like some people are saying stream stop. Let me make sure so we're still up and running. Alright. Everybody I see and I hear we. I could make sure so we're not here chat to ourselves. Because the party just has started and it look like the stream cut off. Jado is there. It look like the stream cut right off. Yeah.
You're good?
It cut off. See people must say screen blank.
You did it?
Yeah, hear me?
Me I see you better call us.
Oh.
Yeah, my people must say stream cut off.
Me I hear you know.
I hear it too.
All right,
you know.
me see some people
cut
that
off.
say them I hear we. So hold on, now what cut off? YouTube cut off or Facebook cut off? Or don't talk to it.
Facebook Live, man.
All right.
People are hearing loud and clear, man.
Screen
People
black.
are hearing loud and clear, man. People are hearing loud and clear.
All right, una see we?
Ask the people then.
It went out for a second.
So it went out for a second.
I think a YouTube crash. Facebook look like it up and running same way. Yeah, YouTube crash. All right, so we just continue same way since. No, we're not yet. No, we are see. All right, YouTube crash. Facebook up and running. So we're going to continue same way with Facebook. See it? We're going to continue same way with Facebook.
When I hear me?
All right, good. Yeah, so we could continue same way with Facebook. We just share it to YouTube tomorrow. See it? We just share it to YouTube tomorrow. Connection I mess up seriously, you know. All right. Yeah, go ahead, Carlos.
Yeah, man. So another thing again, you know, with what me say I go to Jamaica, you know. Me not no youth who want to serve the Lord, you know. Me not no youth who want to serve the Lord and give them life to the Lord. Me not no youth. But when me see more and more some youth pastor pop up and say them a pastor and them a boy. They don't live no life yet, brother. Someone enjoy no woman yet. Una young chang man, brother. Be careful what you do. Go live in a life first a little bit more. You understand? Me not knock on talent or no skill or whatever no have. Me not beat you know. But some of the youngsters was on a church pastor and I take up this responsibility, having people picnics and then picnic come on a church. On a counsel them, on a this, them, on a that, them. Family, some of the young pastor need to hold back right now. He probably need an age to become a pastor in Jamaica or something, you know, because too much young pastor out there, you know, hot and high and dry, you know what I mean? Young pastor out there, family.
But
so
you know
it's a danger thing too.
You know me have a question.
I do a video. I'm say,
you know me have a question though.
Go ahead.
See, when it comes to profits, right? When it comes to profits, as far as me know, a prophet is supposed to be somebody that prophesies and can tell the future. Well, tell what is about to come. Correct, right? That's what a prophet is, right? Now, me I try to figure out what go on because me notice a lot of these prophets, them people we are call themselves prophets, them only come and talk after the fact. You understand? So what makes them a prophet? And that's my question, you know. You can answer that for me, Carlos?
Yeah. The thing about it, look here. Me say this again. If you're a prophet is a man who's supposed to, you know, like, a prophet is a man who can prophesy. That's what a prophet do. You prophesy stuff, my brother. That's what a prophet does, right? So you prophesy stuff and according to them, a prophet and a healer and all this great stuff. So you want to find out how come you can see none of these pastors go to the hospital, go help out the Minister of Health. Go help out the hospital, go help out people. These pastors have people right in them churches dying off the big thing, yeah? And none of them can heal them people. Them see one up and lock up them church because, come let's say, the spirit not exists in somebody's church. I believe, say, if you are a prophet, you should have stretch out your hand, brother, like how Moses stretch out the rod and heal people. Stop coming and come fake people and take money. I do have another video, I believe, say, pastor should have go look walk. Only if you go look walk. You can't expect to look at poor people in a church for mine, no. Only if you go look walk. Pastor, if you go look walk. As a man want also right now, no unstoppable. If you want the biggest money right now and make a wrap up your head, I'm gonna say, well, we rent a local building and get to a Bible and go in it and call yourself pastor. If so much people believe in our way and bring all their life savings, come give you a will out, all them land title them right out in our name and the life insurance.
Big guys, what do you think about all of this?
As me say, you see, a prophet is somebody who foretell the future. Meaning, you can see beyond or see ahead what is to take place. But if you look, these people who come up and say them a prophet, after them start talking about God, little by little, and them start talking about God and start mentioning God, immediately subject change, if you notice how quick them if we change the subject and talk about tithes and offering and how fast them start talk about donation, black building fund, drive fund and all them. You see, right now, let me tell you something. I listen to one pastor I listen to. One they gonna get pastor. Now TD Jackson, none of them. One pastor I listen to, and he named Gino Jennings. You see the same man with Usher Vegas out of church. That's the only pastor I listen to. That's the only man I listen to as a pastor. No woman, nobody else can preach to me and tell me anything. Gino Jennings is the only pastor I listen to.
But Ice,
why?
But Ice, hold on there. You know me have to go play devil that advocate right here, so no, car. You know me have to go play the bad seed right now and ask the question.
Go ahead, man.
Why? What the difference between him and the others? Me have to ask that question there, you know. The others that me answer. I feel like that's a fair question for ask.
It's like me call a spade. You see Gino Jennings, he calls spade. Pipe black. Gino Jennings calls spade. Watch this. If you listen to Gino Jennings, if you ever have a time to listen to Gino Jennings preach, him call it like how it is. No curry favor. Now beg not. Now look not for nobody. Believe in our work in that pastor who's to ever call himself man of God. You know, I've even mentioned the word man of God. Hold on. Let me go by Gino Jennings. Gino Jennings, as a pastor, in believing in working, I believe that man's supposed to work and take care of their family. Watch this. In for the youth, when I say, come on, the Bible said, the man that doesn't take care of his family is an handicap. You know me? The Bible says you're worse than an infidel. That means you're handicapped. You don't have no use. You're a handicap if you don't take care of your family. You understand what I say? And Gino Jennings is a man will call it as it is. The scripture says, come out from among them. Be separated. That means you're supposed to be different. And you see that the man that Gino Jennings, when he lick it different. You don't want to tithe and half when I talk about that. We are talking about the word of God and make we concentrate on the word of God and what the word of God sent to do and what the word of God supposed to do. A man called spade. So that's why me listen to that demand only.
You know what?
Right now enough. Let me tell you what happened to we. You know, the Bible says, train up a child in the way he should grow, and when them grow old, they will not depart from it. It's not for we never hear about pray mama, pray papa, pray to God and make us a good little child. If we never believe in the blood of Jesus and Jesus Christ, no for would have turn gunman and killer. No, you don't have more mayhem, more man like me create mayhem in this world. But because we grew up in a little church and we used to follow up some little Wolipa church, some 70s, some Pentecostal, and we used to hear about Jesus, we seen you, and God, we seen you, and all them kind of thing that we start taking now we soul. That's why enough we not come that kind of demon way. But right now, what happens is that these so-called people you see come, them are rub out it. Them are rub out it. When we say rub out it, it's a rub out, so you never know. You now go up in no fear of God no more. So when the youth them feel like, when the youth them say them want to do something, them just do it because them don't have no fear of God no more. If fear of God taken out of them. You remember first time there when you used to, back in ideas, you grew up in Jamaica. You could not even say God. You have to say Master God. You understand? You hear them say, don't call the Lord name in vain, boy, you idiot. You don't want to call the Lord name in vain. You don't want to say certain things because the fear of God in you drive you that way, they make you not say certain things and you don't do certain things. No. We reach a spot where put away the fear of God. We don't want to hear about no fear of God. Be if God come and this and that and that and that. So we don't want to hear about that no more. Some man don't fear God no more. So therefore, we create more creatures and more man to do man, more wicked man, more dog heart man. You understand? No man now say, boy, me now go kill her because God will see me. That not there again. Or me go hell and all them something. That not there again because of people like them. The scripture say, woe unto the shepherd that lead the sheep astray. And these are the people that leading God people astray. No, even them young ones will come up. Them not come up with the offensive boy. You know what? Me see them man they do it, and me not go do it that way. Me have some Christian ambition. Put it that way, some Christian ambition. When me go do something different. What me go do different is me not go concentrate on no money. Me not go concentrate on people's soul. Me not go concentrate on no iPhone. Me not go concentrate on them. Nothing. Oh, even all the man Adan, he said, Brother Carlos call him say look like it's a junker. Dress up in a robe and all them kind of something. We're not used to them or something like that. Where you go with that? We're not used to them or something. And the way you done yourself and you present yourself, you know, must expect people to think something. You see, the other big one, we're going there. Carry on in them the kind of manner there. And you come now, say you redeem people. And you come redeem people and go and all them kind of something. Think about it. You know, must expect that we are going to think, say, you and him, I see him thing too. The Bible says, make everything that you've done, what pertaining to God, done decent and in order. If you can't do this decent and in order, leave it alone, brother. Leave it alone. I'm going to tell you, them use this like a social media thing. You see, as soon as you hear them pop up with 10 people and 20 people on this, them I tell you, say, I want to pray for you. God is going to, what we there now is materialistic blessing we are looking at. Materialistic blessing, you know. When I look, say, we're healthy and we're all right, you know. Them I come sell with materialistic blessing. Cast your seed, brother. Cast your seed. God said, if you tell you, say, He will give you a car. Who want no car? God said, if you tell you, say, oh, I'm about to bless you with a new house. Who want no house? God said, if you tell you, and then we so vulnerable. We ask, Mr. Me never know say people so vulnerable until Mr. Kevin do at the end. Then me know say people really vulnerable, you know, because me could have trick people and get them the money they for my house act, you know. If me didn't know say a man could have used a basement and call it ark and get them the money there. Brother, I would have do some art business too. You understand? So when the man do them, I try to sell that thing. I sell something we can't be sell. You can't use money for water from this. You understand? And when them a young boy, as Mr. when them I do, Carlos say, boy, not ready for you really. The boy need time. The boy need time because them are coming at church and them still not live no life. They don't experience not yet. You know. And let me tell you something unstoppable. Let me tell you something. You see, enough of we serve God, and because nothing now go on for we. Enough of them. When you say jump in a church, because nothing now go on. You see, moment something start going, and you can buy some name brand shoes, and you can buy some new wig and all them something. You see real side of them. You see real side of them. Until the day them get that visa in their book, you see real side of them. It's not about, oh God, we really want to serve you. We should where you have 1 and 2 there, you know, 1 and 2 we be there, you know. But inside this dispensation we live in, them is just, we want to get out, so we are going to use you as a door of opportunity. We are going to use you as a door of opportunity. We are call ourselves man of God. Yeah, man of God. We are call ourselves the prophet. Now, if you so-call the prophet, show me where you prophesy and it come to pass. If you such a thing as a man of God, remember, I know, according to Exodus, you know, I'm going to put Bible on this, you know. According to Exodus, you know, when God called Moses, you see, God said to Moses, Moses, but why you go to Egypt and tell Pharaoh, so let my people go. Moses said to God, said to the burning bush, which the Bible describing as God. He said to him, say, how me figure Egypt go tell Pharaoh to let my people go? After Pharaoh know me, you know. Pharaoh knows me, I don't know God, you know. God said to Moses, I'm going to make sign and wonders follow you. So Pharaoh will know, say, you sent. So God said to Moses, say, all right, go to Pharaoh. Now, yes, when you go to Pharaoh, throw down your rod. Now, go make it turn in a snake. You see your hand, take your put it on your breastplate. Now, go make it come leprosy, and now go make that disappear, and then all start its own different thing. The Bible says signs must supposed to follow the believers. Those that believe in Christ. The Bible says signs and wonders supposed to follow them. Now, you come on the platform, even this man make me watch the youth, the so-called youth. Every minute he come on here, Rebecca, and I saw them carry on and they got up like they want to bring fear to people. That now work. That now work. That now work.
All right. That's true.
You have to tell people where God. You know the reason why we do testimony at church and testimony there at church. Testimony has to make the people know why you're supposed to serve God, where God bring you out of, where you come from with God. You come in on platform, and then you tell the people themselves. Because they don't believe in you. And then throw you out in them churchyard. And then they lucky, then they kill your mobile. You're going to say no, say God, I go burn down the church. God tell us say more burn down the church. God say, you see, them don't know say God is a God of mercy. God is a God of love. God is a God of compassion. God is a God with heart and feelings. The Bible says he's touched with the feelings of our infirmities. That's what the Bible says. The Bible says in touch with what we are go through. That's when touched by. You understand? So when the more come and tell say, God, I go burn down your church. Why? God I go burn down my church. Because me reject you because I don't believe what you say. So you can't feed your wife, you're like an infidel. That's why God I go burn down my church. So you should not take the correction where mankind do. Mankind put gas gauge in your vehicle and tell us if you go 10 kilometers without no gas, your car will go lock down. God I go burn down my church through that. You saw me I come with. So it's like them people take that thing and them put this fit for them behavior and for them conduct and for them attitude. When them pastor you preach, them preach to drive fear in you, then I make you feel, oh God love me and God want me. Oh God send me a message to say something to you. What God can't talk to me to. Even if God send you with a message to come give me. Brother Carlos, why 99% of the time when God send a message come, why it has to be a bad message? God don't have nothing good about him. Every time I go in a God mailbox,
Amen.
Letter me get from God. What it better me serve the devil then? Every time God wants to say something to me, God will tell me, say, repent. Because if you don't repent, me I kill off the whole of your family. What kind of God that we are serve? And these are the type of people we allow in our life. These are the type of people, that's why I say, you will never hear Pastor Gino Jennings preach anything like this. Pastor Gino Jennings, and when he create him about the Bible. He might teach about the Bible. You know, I use a little, Moses used it rather than part the Red Sea and all them kind of something, and that's what done. What them I do now, in Unstoppable? Them I use two little scripture type Bible. According to Exodus 21 verse 16, Moses stretched forth him rod and he part the Red Sea. Done. You see, after them done that, them going to people life and them start talk about. God wanted to take you out of the Red Sea. God wanted to cross over through the Red Sea. So right now, leave everything you have, leave your man, leave your family and come. God want to take you out of the Red Sea. And as soon as you left your family and your man and your life and you pack down everything and you come, you hear them say, man, I tell you, say, hey, me don't know about no Red Sea, I just want to see me talk, You understand? Now, man, we need to get to the basic where we know God for yourself. Yeah. Know your creator. When God talk to you, you're supposed to feel it inside of you. When God kick you, you're supposed to, me not vulnerable, No, but me not vulnerable and nobody can make me vulnerable, because me know who my creator is. No boy can't tell me about no sow no seed and sow no seed. No. If me a sow seed, me a sow it in the bank. Because me know so when ready, me can go back and take you out in the bank. You understand? The Bible says the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. And they that dwell within the earth belongs to God. The cattle up on a hill belongs to God. Now what God I do with my liquor seed? Yeah.
I mean it.
All right. Hold on the ice. Hold on the Carlos. We have an empress on the line. Then we are going to make sure introduce ourselves. You hear me, Carla?
Yes.
All right. Good night to you again. Introduce yourself. We have Carlos. We have Jamaican Carlos on the line. And we have Big Ice. That was Big Ice a year as Pit Wally Fire a while ago. So introduce yourself to both of them and to everybody we are listening on Facebook.
Shalom. Shalom. That means peace. That means security. You can call me Kashar. I go by Kashar. And so like a pretty interesting conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to meet everybody.
Respect
so
that,
basically,
respect.
Bless up.
What is this about? You're talking about profit?
We're talking about the prophets we come about and say them are prophets and always prophesy after the fact. Them never can see what is going to come. They can never foresee anything. So we're talking about the ones right now who actually out there and putting themselves forward as prophets. So that's what we are address. What is your take on it?
Well, I'm always very cautious of anyone who self-proclaimed to be a prophet, because no man can raise themselves up to be a prophet. A prophet is always called and anointed by the Most High. They have to go through a special, what do I call it now, customs according to the writings, right? The calling is on their life, and whether they be anointed with oil or whatever, but they are made known in front of the nation, the congregation of people, that this is a prophet of the Most High. So when this person speak, you must listen, and the result of not listening is all kind of consequences. right? Because a prophet is a member of the nation who look out for him people them. And his job is to deliver the word of the Most High to the people for whatever reason, whether it be a warning or whether it be something that they need to do, right? A prophet is always called by the Most High. Nobody can come to me and tell me, say, that them is prophetess this or prophetess that. I'm going to say, who anointed you? Who sent you? And furthermore, the word say, if a prophet speak a thing and it don't come true, why he said that prophet must die, that prophet are going to die. If him say the Most High tell him something and he come speak and it not come true, death is due unto that man. You can't use the Most High to say the Most High said you and the Most High said this or the Most High said that. You understand? Then you make the Most High out to be a liar. Right? And a lot of people are not careful of who they make come whisper things in them ears because they just want to hear. They just want to hear. We have the ability to hear from the Most High. And not directly say the Most High himself, but his workers who are the angels. Right? The righteous one. Those are who we call gods. Their right name is Gadans. And they work for the Most High. This is why when Moses, right, said to the Most High, who shall I say sent me? In the King James Version Bible, it is translated as I am. Right? But in the Tyndale's Bible, it is translated as I will be what I will be. Because Moses wasn't talking to the Most High directly, he was talking to an angel of the Most High. Because if you read further up, it's going to tell you, say, the angel, when Moses turned to look for the burning bush to see why it was not consumed, the angel of the Most High called out to him. Right? And so we always have to go through an order. This is how order is set up in the earth. We, as a nation, we deal with the prophets, we deal with the kings and the priests, and up all the way up to the Most High, right? So Moses wasn't talking to the Most High directly. No man have ever spoken to the Most High, ever heard the Most High voice. Moses told us that. You did never even see his shape or his form. So he was dealing with an angel, but he wanted to know when he goes back to Egypt to tell the people them, say, the Most High heard your cries, and he's going to deliver you. He wasn't really asking for a name, because as we know, name to be in the English language, we think it's just a title, right, that you give to somebody. But in the ancient people language, they know name more associated with action, right? So he was asking, like, what is the code or what is the action we're going to tell them to make them believe? Yep. This has been over 400 years. They have never heard from the Most High. Somebody will come to you and tell you, say, listen, pack up your clothes and pack up your family and let's go because the Most High go free you and we are going to the wilderness. You are going to just get up and go, sir, and you don't know this person. You don't know who sent the person. The person can carry go kill you and kill your family. So really what he was asking the Most High for is not his name, right? Because name, as we know it, like I said, is not how they know name to be. He was asking like for a code, a sign to tell them so that they may know that what he's saying is true. So the Most High telling that they're going, and you have to read it in the Hebrew language to really see it. Because remember, we're dealing with a translation of a translation of a translation. So really, let me break it down. He basically tell them what time of the year he's going to bring them out, right? What he's going to do, which is basically he's gonna work the signs and wonders, right? He's gonna prove, he's gonna show himself through Moses, right? And so that the Pharaoh would understand that these people are the people of the Most High. So prophets just no raise up. So prophets go through a lot. You understand? And they're not self-proclaimed. So nobody can come to me and tell me anything about no prophet. Religion to that people. Because we're all in the religion.
All right, Carlos, it look like you have something you want for throw in.
Yeah, man. Me the one to say, look here. This is a dangerous thing, you know. What's going on with these pastors, you know, and how they might turn the church, you know. Like you hear big guys say a while ago. I made do videos like this before, you know. I'm going to say, me not beat the church, you know. I believe more youths must go to church. Because as we go down this road, we see the less youths are going to, me and some people, very influential youth in my country, telling the youth that them, there's no God, there's no this, and there's no that. And them have youth stop going to church. But there's nothing to replace church or God with. There's nothing to replace God with. So you have more and more youth abund church and abund God and abund this and abund that. But as the youth they start abund church and abund God, they might get more wicked, they might get more vile. Like I hear my brethren say a while ago, I say these things all the time. When you kill people, you don't feel no way bad about it. You don't feel no conviction. There's no God in you. Make you feel like you're a sin when you do something bad. That's why you find out this generation is different, brother. And what is going on, how dangerous this is, you already have youth that say, oh, them now got church. You have already youth that say, born church. Them now got church, my brother.
Sure, ask a question, Carlos.
You have already youth. Go ahead.
Carlos, let me ask you a question. The church you're speaking of, we separate the building and the people, the organization of the church. What is so good about the church as an organization? Why you believe that is the way for the young youths them to go? Because to be honest with you,
look here.
Well, let me say one thing. The most I never give none of us no religion. You understand? We don't deal with religion. Religion is man-made. What we deal with is natural moral laws, right? Which dictate basically how me carry myself and how my morals are, how me conduct myself here upon this land here with the most I create. I didn't create myself. So the most I created this place and he put us here to live and there are laws and house rules by which we must abide. Simple laws. You understand how we must treat each other. No religion is necessary.
Hold on, the Empress.
Hold on. Look at us, sister. Me don't come here argue back and forth which religion which hold on the big guys. Me don't come here argue back and forth which religion are the right religion, you know. And this is how me look on it. Me respect every Muslim, every Hindu. If a Buddhism is in every Christian, every Rastafarian, whatever thing you do to make your whole vibes and keep it on a straight and narrow. A lot of people tend to find certain things and that's when they find them grace, and that's when they find them peace. So wherever you find the peace, I respect it.
I understand what you're saying, but the Hindu, listen, the Hindu might say, him can marry a child who is like 12 years old.
We're not going to say, lady. We're not going to say, lady. We're not going to say. We're not going to say. We're not going to say, sister.
You say your respect. What I want for basically say.
All right, one at a time. Hold on. Let's talk one at a time. Let's talk one at a time so it doesn't sound confusing.
Don't make it past the party. Don't make it past the party.
All right, hold on. Let's not make it get confusing. We're having a conversation, not a quarrel, not an argument. So we're not going to talk over one another. We are going to hear out everybody, and we are going to take turns and talk. All right?
All right.
So,
all right. Let me interject.
All right. Go on, Ice.
Mom, respect our manner. Very, me like your reason. But I beg for different with and stand with Brother Carlos. Let me tell you something, my friend. As you say, while you were talking just now, you were mentioning about Moses not seeing God. And no man has ever seen God at any time and lived. Now, you also mentioned that when the angel called Moses and he look away, that's when the Bible said the shadow of God moved past. So Moses never get to see what God look like. So, me and you are say, okay, this is what we believe in, Christianity. And this is what me believe in. I stand with this firmly. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in God. That's my religion, right? That's all. Now, let me tell you something when it comes to us, the church we are talking about. You hear Brother Carlos mention about the church? A church, a place where grow people like me. When I have no father, when I grow with no father, me go to church. No figure at church, see it. Only figure hear about God. Me go to church because me want to see how to be a man. Me want to learn how to be a father. Me want to learn how to come up in a society because life never permit me to have no father in my life. So me can say, boy, Daddy, teach me how to shave my beard. Daddy, teach me how to conduct myself. Daddy, teach me how to behave myself. Daddy, teach me how to be faithful to one woman. Daddy, teach me how to cook. So therefore, people like me, run to the church for refuge, not to find Jesus Christ, not to find religion, but to find how people behave and how people to conduct and operate as human beings. Because, as me said, me can't speak for myself. Never grew up with no father.
All right, more finish make a point.
No brother, no grew up with that. So therefore, me never want to look to Ishi and the old lady for later and then take you and tell me. So me try to look to something when me feel or somebody when me feel like would have able to lead me and guide me in that party. Now when me go, me see say
so
those who want me really want to.
All right, give him another minute. Give him another second, Carlos. Give him another second. Finish your statement, Ice. Go on.
Me say those who me want to lead and directing from, me get to find out say them want lead and direct too. So therefore now, me have to end up start find faith in where them are talking about. Me start hear about faith. I'm start hear about belief. I'm start hear about trusting God and all them kind of things. That's when me start exercise my belief. That's when me start exercise my faith. And that's when me start put my trust. And that's when me start put my confidence. You understand? So the religion, when you talk about no man know the religion, me understand what you say about as we grew up with nobody and nobody wrong with a guide and all them things there. That was one of the main base to turn a man into a man. That was one of the main base to take out devil out a bad boy. That was one of the main base to make boy know say, if you kill nobody, you got hell. If you thief, you got hell. And all them kind of something that a little commandment them where we hear about and them thing they were driving a little fear now we and them the thing they sustain we. So you know have nothing to do with religion or Presbyterian. I respect every man believe because me not think say when he believe in Jesus is more than the man who believe in a Buddha or the man who believe in a Muhammad or the man who believe in a Selassie. You understand?
Okay, so more ask a question. Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I understand what you
go ahead, sister.
I understand. Basically, me get what you say, right? We all grew up in the church for the most part. That is what we know, right? Because from come out of our mother's womb, most of us, this is the way that we're parents said that we should go. So I'm not saying that some of the teaching that the church teaches, that's fine because where they get it from, they're reading it from out of the Bible. You understand? But my father never set a foot in our church yet. Yet him sit home and read the scriptures and learn morality for himself. Because a lot of these pastors and these people, like I said, when they go to church, them want lead and direct because they're humans. They're flesh and blood. You understand? And they're capable of committing iniquities. You understand? And the whole religion thing, I'm just going to be honest. And most people do not want to hear. The reason why I don't like it is because it is oppressive and it is man-made. You understand? And that is not the way that we should go. Because here we go in a religion and here, me no want to be offended, but me going to talk the truth. We come out with Christ. Why me need somebody to die for my sins? If me is a grown woman and me capable of being autonomous and know right from wrong, right? If me go out there so and commit some kind of, let's say, murder or something, just use that, right? Me know what me did I do. And me forget the punishment for my wickedness. Me want somebody to die for my sin. After me know me did want to do, me full well know what it was that me carry up because me premeditated, so me I go do the thing. You understand? And then me turn around and work the evil, and then somebody must pay a fee. No, because the same scripture when we read say the son shall not pay the sins for the father, neither shall the father pay the sins for the son, but every man must pay the sins for him own work. You understand? So therefore, when we learn certain things in a Christianity, but we come back out with something extra. The most I say him is alone. There's nobody next to him ruling. Him is alone. So me want everybody to know where listen yourself. Now is the time for people wake up. Christ is an idol. You never need human sacrifice because we are capable of self-governing. The Most High made us free and autonomous, meaning you have the capability to learn right from wrong. Even if you don't know it, it is there. The truth has always been
Lady,
there.
let me cut that up. Give me a talk. Give me a talk there right now. Give me a talk there, please. Give me a talk there, family. Look here. This is the family. Me understand what you say, and me respect your peace, family. Because you know what happened? you find peace in your belief, don't you? Whatever you believe, you don't believe in Christ and that, but you find peace in that, right? Don't you?
Sir,
Right?
it's not a belief. It is me carry out actions. You see, this is the thing that is killing us. This belief. That is an
All right. Look here. Look, but you believe you have to believe in something. You don't believe in something. You believe that. You believe. You just tell us a while ago you believe. Give me the mic there. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Give me the mic there, lady. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Give me the mic there.
Well, I never get mic. Let me just finish on because I think you misconstrue it. You're saying that it is a belief. I'm telling you, belief is when you believe in a Christ. Action is when you know what is right and you do it. You understand? The most I deal with action. It's not about your belief. It's about your works when you do. That is what you shall be judged. Sin is the what? The transgression of breaking the laws. It is not believing in the laws. It is about breaking the planetary guidelines. If you steal, if you kill, if you do whatever, and your actions make you pay. You understand? So it's nothing about belief.
So, all right. So you're good with the choice. So you feel comfortable with the choice that you make then. How about, right? Don't you feel at peace with the choice? You feel at peace with the choice, right? Yes. That sounds better, right? With the choice of words. However. All right, give me the mic, give me the mic, please.
All right, go ahead, Carlos. Go ahead, Carlos.
Oh, sister, I love you. You're a firecracker, sister. You're a firecracker. Let me tell you something. I was gonna say how dangerous it is. What's going on right now in the church? What I was gonna say, it's dangerous because weak people go to church. Most of the people who are in the church right now, they are weak.
Hold on, give me a second,
and with
Carlos.
What's going on now with the climate?
Carlos, give me a second. Let me address something. Sorry. All right, so big up to all of the people who tune in right now and is listening to this conversation. If you're new here, let me tell you the rules of this platform. We don't call people names on this platform. If you are here and you want to call somebody names, leave this comment section right now and go somewhere else. All right? Adult people know how to listen to everybody's opinions and don't take offense and don't call people's name. All right? We are all adults here. We should be able to have a conversation and keep it respectful. So if you're in my comment section and you're going to call anybody dumb or stupid or fool, leave right now or else you're going to be blocked. Plain and simple. Carlos, go right ahead for my family.
You know that devil and them answer. I devil cause that, you know. Cause we are talking about God right now in the church and him do that. Anyway, back to the story. Back to the story, brother. Now, the reason why we say unstoppable, the reason why we say that's dangerous is because I beat up people go to church. People want to go to church are battered and beaten, my brother. Battered and beaten go to church, and people on the edge, people who are on the cliff and the back against the wall, and the people. The final step is to go to church. A lot of people is about to give up and they find themselves in a church. So a lot of people is weak in church. So you have, and then on the other hand, you have young people who say, no God, not there. They now got no church, bun pastor, bun church, we now got no church. So you have a generation of come when you like church, and the few who go to church, and drag them feet go to church. And to see pastors behave this way, to see pastors behave this way, this throw a firecracker in the youth, them heart and the youth, them mind, to see what's going on. Not only the cult pastor, what happened with him, that's a big story, but after Fiend's story and Fiend fire no died down yet, we still have smoke around his situation of family, and the heat is still on the metal. We see two pastors yesterday, one in a black robe, and the next one who called the police. Two pastors were at it. They look at me like a junkie. Why look so far? Why just come up, brother? If you know why just him try to make a statement or scare people, make people believe say you must scare them. But it's not good for young people who are think about the church or want to grab onto religion if they choose to find religion as a way out. Like so many of us big eyes, you're right.
All right,
Rastafari church we grew up in.
Let me get that input.
And you're right.
Let me get that input, my brother. All right, so I can totally understand what she's saying, and I know both of us understand what she's saying as well, right? And I'm looking in the comment section and I'm seeing some people saying, well, the topic is not religion, but the topic still boils down to religion, because if we're talking about people who call themselves prophets and prophetess and pastors and preachers. It boils down to religion. So what she's talking about, she's actually making sense as well, you know, right? Because when you really think about it, Carlos and Ice, right? She's going to the root, you know. At the root she are going, you know. She not only look upon the people and we call themselves prophets as fakers, you know. She is going to the root and saying, listen, the fake start from the beginning. Is basically where am I right, Carla?
Yeah.
She's going to the root.
We like to deal with the fruits. We like to deal with the fruits, the outcome of what the situation is. But you have to understand, to understand anything, you have to go back to the foundation of that thing. You understand? Where you come from, where you start. That's how you get to really get full knowledge and full understanding. You just can't see the tree or bear the fruit and you not understand the whole components of how the tree come, how the seed plant, how the earth, everything that work, that is connected.
And I think the problem here too is because she talk with so much conviction and her voice powerful. She's so aggressive, but she not be aggressive. That I just so she attack, right? But the thing is, she's not being aggressive.
Hold on, she's not so aggressive. She can't fool me. No. She's not so aggressive. She's just soft teddy bear. She's fine.
No man, she just talk with a lot of, you know. Her voice is powerful and she express herself because she's passionate about this. But I understand what she is saying and I understand where she's coming from as well, Carlos. Because when you think about it, right? For us to say these prophets, these people who come and say them are prophets and declare themselves as prophets, right? For us to say they are fakes, we have to take a look at the beginning of this thing too and realize that I'm going to put it this way for the people who don't want to hear it, but I'm going to fix it up. We have to realize that there is a possibility that the whole beginning of this thing is fake. Me put possibility in there for the people who don't want to believe, right? So that's why I say it that way. You know, so.
Well, it's all about supply and demand, you know, my brother. We're African people. We always demanding answers and some type of okie-dokie. Boy, me had a crutch me come go up a post office there, one letter must come. Bees are fly around me. Money come. We as and I tell, we're African people. We always look for some mumbo jumbo and some stuff happen out and nothing come up out of the sky. We dream something go buy this a lot of ticket. Go buy cash back.
But Carlos, based on what you say a while ago, all we know say I not give them give that.
The other man of the past, I will give it to you.
But Carlos, all we know I not give them give it that based on what you say a while ago. We always look for something for rely upon, something for look upon, something for come out of the sky. Them probably know say we always do that. So them just give it religion for whole and pan. You don't think so? That could be the case too, you know, Carlos.
Then I say, man, a supply and demand, man. If the jug man find out, say everybody has to take the jugs, man, they never sell you. You must stack up. A supply and demand, brother. Black people need it. Hey, if I get it, man, that's why this a pastor come down.
Let me say, as when we said first about prophet, you see, prophet is supposed to be one who can foretell the future. And I believe that there is such a person who can foretell the future. I do believe that. I do. That's my belief. That's just my belief.
1 second.
Well, make him finish. Make him finish first, and then I'll give you the floor. Go on. Go on, nice.
When you see the sky dark and look away, the first thing that comes to your mind is rain. Hey, 99% of the time you're right, because to all you see dark and to all you see place bleaky, you figure more and less this look like rain. And I mean, sometimes you can't even dial in your house and you just feel like chill, and the chill where you feel is say you feel like rain breeze. And eventually rain fall. We call yourself a prophet.
But Ice, hold on, Ice, hold on, man. Let me stick a pin right there, so man. Based on what you say a while ago, that doesn't make you a prophet. That makes you
No. That don't make you a prophet, but me I go deeper than that.
No, but hold on, me understand what you say, but hear me out. What that makes you is an object of experience, because you experience things like that, so you know what's coming. So Ice, come on, man. Over the years, you know, you see, over the years. Let me finish. Over the years, I'm a child growing up. You see when the sky get dark and the rain clouds come, you know say a rain a go fall. That is how you can say, all right, it look like rain a go fall. Over the years, from a child growing up, if you're in your house, you know say if you feel a certain type of thing, or if you smell the rain outside, you know say rain a go fall. You don't have to out there because that's experience. You've been through that over the years as a child growing up straight into a man. You understand? Now, when you say you believe that there are some people, and you see, that's why the caller keep on crush you to it, guys. You see, only keep on going back to this believe thing and that she point out. You know?
Stop him, watch me, man.
Yeah.
Listen, when you see the rain, the sky, as when they mentioned, set up, black up, you think I'm one less, how you believe that rain are going to fall. That you're given right to believe the rain are going to fall. Sometimes it do, sometimes it don't. No, different things with profit. You see? Different things with profit. Profit no look past sky, you see, or whatever. The Bible said them hear from God. They're supposed to hear from God. And them hear the voice of God speak to them before the thing come to pass. You understand? Before it come to manifestation, so to speak. Before it come to manifestation. You see, me not too want to draw away from this, you know. Me not too want to go too far from it, you know, because no matter where anybody would have said, boy, oh, you're not supposed to believe this, you're not supposed to believe that, or whatever. Me have to stick what makes me who I am. And me have to stick to the foundation where make this man. Me have to lay myself in that foundation. I do believe in Jesus Christ. I do believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. I do strongly believe that. And I do believe that he sent his word. And he sent his word to his messenger. You understand? Me believe that with all my heart. You understand? And me believe that when he said it will come to pass. And me stand by that. Me stand by that. That gives me right. Like in America, I would have said that I'm a human right. That is my spiritual right.
All right, give her the mic now. Give her the mic now, Ice. Give her the mic now, Ice, and then we are going to go to Carlos. Go on, Carla.
All right, so here's the thing, right? And we have to go back again. Because me I go always tell the truth, and a lot of people won't want to hear it, and then I go say this and say that. But the truth is belligerent. The truth is nothing like you have ever heard before, and it makes some people upset. You understand? But it has always been here. And you see, like you rightly say, we're dealing with the fruits of a thing. And we're talking about prophets. Yet, what were the prophets? Why the Most High use prophets? Right? Because we're using the writings or the Bible, right? The translated Bible as a guide. You're talking about prophets because you read about prophets in the scriptures. But what was the setup and the order on the earth them time that when the Most High was speaking through his prophets and the kings and the priests and everybody? There were a nation of people. You understand? There was order and there were certain things that need to be carried out. The people that act certain kind of way. There was warning that need to be sent out. You have people who are here from different spirits who can tell you, say, yes, something are going to happen over there, so. You understand? Just like when Moses again, when he went down into so-called Egypt, right? And him threw down him rod and it became a snake. Didn't they throw down their rod too? The Pharaoh sorcery and it became a snake too? So by what spirit did that happen? Because you must understand that there are many spirits here in the earth and they have powers too.
You're so right about that. You're so right about that. You're so right about that. You know the scripture says you're supposed to try the spirit, right?
Then that's why I say yes when the scripture talk about if a prophet say a thing and it doesn't come through. But my thing is that us Jamaicans, we have an itchy ear. We like to hear everything. We like to hear prophetess said this and prophetess said that. And for a long time when I was in the church, I used to only believe that it was the pastor that I was hearing from the Most High. And so when me read the scripture, I couldn't understand it. Me have to go to the pastor to find out what this mean and what that mean. You understand? But if you pray and ask for understanding, you read if you understand what we are reading, right? So because you want to do rightly, you want to do righteous actions, you will get the understanding. You understand? Prophet, to be honest with you, I don't believe that there are any prophets and prophetess right now. Because there's an order to how that thing is done. That they must be anointed by the Most High in front of people. Right now, as we are in the earth, we are carrying on and we're going off of our own righteousness and unrighteousness.
All right.
Understand?
So the thing is now, right? We're gonna get to Carlos. Carlos, you still there?
Me there, man.
All
now
right.
listen.
We're gonna get to
Ready for
Carlos
me?
in a second.
All right.
But more ask a question. Ice, are you start fry fish again?
Nah, man. Let's crack it back.
I start fry fish again. I want to go on. Anyway.
Nah, man. Anytime you duplicate, we have that crack in them, man. Anytime you duplicate, we have a crack in them.
Anyway, my question.
I like that lady a reason. I like that lady a reason. I like your foundation where you come off. But still, there's hiccup there, mama. There's still hiccup there.
But
let me say something to you. Let me explain something here. We as a people cannot take an order and break it up and just feel like so we can't just do anything what we want to do, right? Just like Jeroboam, right? Jeroboam did feel like Satan could have changed the Most High's laws and the Most High ways of doing things and do all of these things. King Saul did the same thing, and we all see what happened to them and read what happened to them. There are orders, and these things were set up a certain kind of way. So therefore, like me I say, there are no, right now as the earth stands, there are no kings, there are no prophets, there are no priesthood. That's why Christianity would like to say that the laws are done away with, right? Because the priest not did they offer no sacrifice. So your sinner will get forgiveness and this and that and all kind of stuff. So if they're prophets right now, what is the order? What them a work for according to the Most High for bring? Because people can discern right and wrong for them still.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need somebody to come and tell us say why road no grow that corner there, because so and so and so and so. Where you need somebody, what kind where profit that come to you? What is the bigger what is the bigger picture where the profit will come?
Come on, give me a thought then now.
Examples why the Most High send the prophets.
All right, let's give Carlos the mic. Carlos, go on, my brother.
Give me the mic. Give me the mic, the sister. Sister, they can DJ and sing good enough. I like her. Like that sister, yeah. We can learn a lot from your sister. We can learn a lot. But let's guess now. People, can you believe that the same Bible that a lot of people read can be so confusing? People, I'm not a student of theology, right? Me not study theology. That's why I'm not getting a debate about religion, religious debate. I'm not getting that, people. Because people read the same Bible, it can be very confusing, and they go back and forth, people. But let me go ahead with the conversation. No, did you know that the white man have their God? Did you know that the Indian have their God? Did you know that the Chinese got their God? What about the Middle Eastern the people have their God? You understand me? I say everybody got their God. Who am I to tell you that their God is wrong and my God is right?
Right.
Who am I to tell the Hindus that, hey, your God is wrong? How am I to tell the Chinese or our Islam, the Islam, the people of Islam community that their God is wrong? We cannot do that because the same Bible said, let the wheat and tear grow together until the day of harvest. So that's another thing here.
So what does it mean to be a wheat and a tear?
So that's why I don't get into too much.
If you're going to quote that scripture there, you must understand what that scripture means. What does it mean when it says make the wheat and the tears grow together?
Politics, religion call it a politics. Just like a politics, people. Just like a politics. You have the same country, people look for the same, but they look for different things. Just like they will read the same Bible, people. That's why you have the same people read the Bible. The same Bible and read a Pentecost church, and the same Bible and read a Jehovah's Witness. The same Bible and read a Saturday church too.
More ask you a question, Carlos. More ask you a question. And more ask you guys a question as well.
Yes.
See? Now, I'm going to ask it in a specific order. Big Eyes said earlier, say him still believe that prophets still do exist. You did say that, right, Big Eyes?
Yes, man.
All right. So my question to you, you don't have to answer no, Wait first, let me ask both questions first. So my question to you, Big Eyes, is how do you know a true prophet in your opinion? Don't answer yet. All right. Now, Carlos, your question, my brother, is you mentioned a while ago several different races that has their God, but me notice you never say the black man have them God. You never mentioned that. I listen for you said that, but you didn't.
Yeah, man, me say it, man.
You say,
I for them, man. I for
the
them, man.
Indian
I
have
for
them
them,
God, the white man have them God, and that. No, my question, Carlos, to you, right?
Yes.
The Indian have them God, the white man have them God, and the other place where you say have them God. Now, my question to you is, who is the black man God? So, Carlos, go on. Big guys, you can answer that afterwards. See? Carlos, who is the black man God?
Where's no, black man God. Look here, black man. Some black man worship Selassie. Some black man worship the white God. Most black man worship the white man God.
Right.
Jesus on the wall, or the grandmother. We grew up in a grandma's house. I was seeing for the almanac. Most black people worship the white God.
All right, what are the caller?
That's
What are the caller? So Carlos, you say most black man worship Selassie and some worship the Jesus. All right, so
no. Most black people. It's just some, just a Rastafarian community, you know. And but they say most black people worldwide, man,
worship Jesus.
Worldwide,
worship Jesus.
Worship the white man God. That is coming.
Okay.
Yes, I think that's having something to do with with slavery too.
All right. See, there we go. There. See, no, you understand why me asked the question, and now you understand where the call up on the phone coming from too. You understand what me say? You see, I asked a question specifically.
But look here, but unstoppable. Some people, me can't stop a man for love Jesus, you know. And look here, me do a video and this, and I say, do you know that people go to the cult pastor church, change to a better person, even though the pastor was a bad man? Do you know that they reach out, me see you do interview, and you used to bash, even though they was in such a bad place? Do you know that people were touched in a positive way in the head hole there?
But see,
me never look on nobody and beat them because
you're right, you know, Carlos. You're right, you know. We are not trying, and this is one thing that I always say, right? It is nobody's right to tell anybody who or what they should believe in. It is nobody's right. It is not my right to tell Carlos say if you believe in a Buddha, Jesus, or Selassie. And it is not your right to tell me that, right? And it is not the call up on the phone right to tell none of we that neither, right? Each and every one of we, right here, so supposed to decide for ourselves to do our own research and find out who or what the creator is for ourselves. You understand? You see, somebody in the comment section made a comment to Big Guys, right? When Big Guys was saying something, right? You see, as adults, you see, when we were kids, we could have take the teaching with them give you and say, all right, hold on upon that because that's what you need to know. But as you get older, I feel every one of us needs to take the time out and say, you know what, all right, let's pick the sense from the nonsense. You understand? Let's look into the things where them teach we over the years and see if it really makes sense. You understand? And then dash where the things them will not make sense out of what them teach we. Because at the end of the day, like I said, when you're a child, you take certain things where them give you and you hold it as the truth. But as you get older, you get more knowledge, you get more wisdom and understanding. You understand? You start to read for yourself. You understand? You start to listen and observe more. And you are able, right, to see for yourself and see more clearly. Because a lot of the things that they taught us growing up, when you really look at it as adults now, it makes no sense. You understand what I say? A lot of the things. I'm going to point out something to you too. The other day, someone said something to me on a phone call, Carlos. And the person said, there are a lot of things they don't teach us in school. From primary school days coming up, there's a lot of things they don't teach us in school about us, ourselves as black people, you know. But them teach you the white man religion, them teach we the white man education, right? But them not teach we about we self. You understand what I say? So how do we know that them not put and instill the things where them want to instill in a way? Or we not know that, right?
Look, you know, some stuff that, you know, we don't have a talk because we might hurt Christian people's feelings. I mean, not hurt nobody's feelings. Some of us will leave some things alone. Really, Christian, I'm saying, like a politics, man. Religion, no. Like a politics.
No, you see,
a serious thing, you know?
You see the difference? No, you see the difference over here, so do Carlos. We can have conversation And
Yes.
nobody not supposed to take nothing personal. You understand what I say? That is why we call over here a safe zone. Seeing? But more I hear Big Eyes still, because I did ask Big Eyes a question. Big Eyes, remember me did ask you a question in the Ice?
Yes,
right?
Man.
You remember the question I want me to ask it again?
Me man, what am I supposed to expect from the prophet?
No, I asked, how do you determine who is a real prophet from who is a fake? Because you say you believe that prophet still exists, so how do you determine?
Unstoppable, yeah, man. Let me be 100% frank with you. You see, at the rate how things set right now, it's difficult to really pinpoint or have a person to say, yes, this is really truly a prophet. It's difficult. It's very, very difficult. And there's no beat around the bush right now. Even if when a man come to you and tell us, say, I am a man of God, it's very, very hard to really digest, because even if you tell just up in a junker clothes there, you know, it can't be.
Hey, I see a problem.
No. I better Carlos word me I use, man. Better Carlos word me I use. I better Carlos word me I use. You know what I say, Unstoppable? Him can come with a good intention, you know. Him can have a good intention. Let's put it this way. Him can have a good intention too, you know. But guess what? We not gonna receive it like that right now. We can't receive it like that right now at the rate where them left right now. At the rate of what we see are going right now. Because as me say, if you look throughout the whole pastors and church and all this kind of industry right now, we see it most as politics and business. Politics and business. And as we say, then we come and tell us, say, yo, this a church right, that the church right. Presbyterian I tell us say right. And they cannot tell us, say, right, my God is better than your God is better than my God. And at the same time, all our aim and determination, all of us, whether Muslim, Jews, Gentile, or whatever, our aim and determination, I figure ever. So when we say, Fitzgerald man say really and truly, he is a prophet. It's difficult. No, the scripture helps you not to make it that difficult. Because the Bible says, signs and wonders supposed to follow them. So at the scripture alone, where if you know the scripture, and that alone you can use as a guideline, as a compass, to know, say, yes, this is really truly a man of God or a prophet of God, because he said this and it come to pass and it foretell or whatever. You understand? So, and that you have to look for. You have to use a compass to look for it. And as I say right now, it's difficult because you're not seeing no signs. You're not seeing no wonders from them. All you can hear is man esteem themselves. Man highly esteem themselves. Man call themselves this. Woman call themselves woman of God, first lady, and all these things. And listen. The Bible says we are all called to serve. You know, as we are going to religion and we are talking about this little religion chit chat. And Brother Carlos mentioned and say the Indian man have the Indian God, the black man have the black man God, and the white man have the white God.
I have the one that worship cow.
Who do you determine that your God is? You see, this is a one-on-one where you have to have with you and your God, you know. Whether you want to see him as white, or you want to see him as blue, or you want to see him as black as star, you want to see him as shiny as ever. You have to have that one-on-one connection. I'm going to tell you how you get a one-on-one connection. You have to have that thing where move up on your heart, we're pointing in one direction. The lady say first say, your moral is supposed to teach you, say right and right and wrong and wrong. But no, you know, and all the time you know better, you know, because let me tell you something. I remember vividly, I was working at the British Virgin Island Airport for a while. And me knows it all. What them tell me step on the airport don't make no sense because me know it all. I remember one lady called me and she said to me, say, Ice, you know, say, a lady, she said to me, say, you know, say, if you do this like this, when you go around it, this would be so easy for you. Just try it. I know you know what you're doing, but just try it. And I went and tried when the lady told me to try. And it was so easy. I made the job so much better. Now, how can people learn without a teacher? You think your own instinct can tell you everything I say. This is that and that is that. How can you learn without a teacher? You need somebody to guide you. You need some guidance. At one
Make him
point,
finish his statement. Make him finish his statement. Yeah.
At one point, you really gonna need this like of guidance. And spiritually, you know, we talk about Christianity. The Bible says, the Bible talk about the Spirit. It said the Spirit shall guide you into all truth. The Bible said the Spirit shall guide you into all truth. So I don't know where you're looking for. where you search for and where you want to believe. But the scripture says, the Spirit are going to guide you into all truth. And according to what the Bible, people are going to say, as when Brother Carlos say again, in say, people use the Bible for all different type of reasons. They do. And man can interpret the Bible in a many different ways. They can. But at the same time, the Bible says, let everything that you done decent and in order, because he's a God of order. You understand? Make where you see things, you can't determine and say, with even your own human instinct, say, no man, this not right. No man, this don't look like something when me want to get involved in. No man, your behavior don't reflect nothing of Christ. Your attitude no conduct nothing of when me stand for, the principle and the morals that me stand for. If I could jump over Mr. Big Kevin there. And when conduct yourself for the one there, and when go on there, me your people take off their clothes and how people behave and all them kind of attitude. You want to tell me, say, nobody will sit down in that the congregation there. Can't look out of them naked there and say, nah man. Brother Mikey, you're not supposed to walk around there with your tool out and do like that. That not look decent, man. The Bible says when God used to visit where make first there, Adam in the garden. Adam used when Adam sinned against God, Adam start hiding himself from God when God visited him in the idea because he finds say him naked, so him take fig leaf and all them kind of thing and put in front of him and hide from God. You tell me say you look up common principle, I go say, boy, my wife, that not really have God enough for you. If you walk up and down with the fat front in front of everybody I look at your fat front and I look at your two drop down titty them. That not decent and in order. You want to tell me say we reach that far that we can't see that? The morals and the principle where you even grow. You don't want to see your granny or your mother without clothes. If you see your mother without clothes, you feel a sense of shame when and process your granny without no clothes. And you tell me say you go in the house of where you call God. And you are going to see a man, wife with the two lengthy titty and the fat friend and you know see say something wrong with that. No. You tell me say something wrong with that.
Alright, let's give her the mic now, Ice. Alright, okay, go ahead, Carla.
You mentioned something about morals, right? So understand, is morals subjective or is it objective? Right? Because like I said, I didn't create myself. I did not create this earth here. The most I created, this is his creation, right? And him own the source codes and everything to with DNA. We are his works. So morality can never be subjective. Because it gives people or mankind, it puts the power in mankind's hand to determine what him feel like is right or what him feel like is wrong. Right? Morality is objective. These are the information. These are the natural rules or regulation where the Most High give. This is his earth. And he said, by this way, one must go. Right? Where scriptures here, to seek for that old path, and when you find it, you take that path. You understand? Ask for the old path, which part the ancient them walk, basically. Not verbatim. You understand? But, and then you take it, and he say, broad is the way that leadeth unto destruction, and many there be that go there, but the way unto life, you understand, it's a small part, and it's only few is going to find it.
Alright, hold on a second for me. Alright, Roger Blade, big up yourself. If you're going to respond to somebody's comment, respond to it with a little bit more respect there. You see what I say? Because the comment where you respond to was not disrespectful and you respond in a negative way. So if you're going to respond, keep it respectful. Zine Roger, all right, blessings. Yeah, continue, Carla.
Right. So morality is not determined by us. We are only supposed to learn the ways by which the Most High give us, and we go that way. And we have consciousness. Right, this is what separates us from the animals, right? Because even the animals in nature, they don't disregard natural laws. They behave as how they are created to behave. We call ourselves intelligent, right? And we're supposed to have a higher consciousness. We behave sometimes worse than the animals have to feel. You understand? Because we violate the natural things, and so often you have to wonder, like you say, if people not really see. You understand? But that is because we have been leaving people to determine where you feel right. If you feel like say, no, the Most High always make it plain and straight. And what Moses said, choose ye this day who you are going to serve. Right? Is either you're going to serve the idols them where your father served on the other side, or you're going to go the Most High way. There is no other way. So when we talk about this 1 year with feeding God and that the 1 day with feeding God, the Most High's word and works attached to him.
All right, Carla, continue talking. Ice and Carlos, log out and jump back on here, because it wanna freeze, in?
Yo.
It wanna freeze.
Me freeze?
It wanna freeze.
Yeah, you know.
Right.
Me know now hear me about freeze.
All right, so, okay.
All right, continue talking, Carla.
Right. So what I'm saying is that the problem why we have all these people raising up and saying that them are prophet and them are prophetess is because the people them hungry to hear the word. They want to do a lot of people want to do what is right, but they do not know the way. And them going to church, you have some people go to church and them listen to the pastor years upon top of years, and they never even take up the Bible and read it for themselves. You understand? Or never even go to the Most High and ask the Most High are free to give them understanding so that them can learn these things. Because we are supposed to seek out these things for ourselves. Earth is our home. This is where we live. We are flesh and blood. Everybody wants to go to heaven and understand the higher and want to try understand things where depend on heavenly realm. We were not created to live in the heavenly realm. That's where the celestial beings and the Most High reside. We were created to live here on earth. That's why we come here through the womb of a woman. And we enter back. And when we die, where the Most High say, we flesh return back to the soil. Right? One way in, one way out. We have to learn or understand this place there where we live. And until you can understand how earth run, you will never understand the heavenly things. You understand? So people want to go heaven. Ain't nobody going to heaven. The Most High created us and put us here on earth to live. And you must understand how this earth run. And it is governed by rules and regulations that are set in motion. It's set in a stone, where you hear people call about where sometimes people say karma, are them something there. Where you sow is where you reap.
Right. All right. So we have back Ice and we have back Carlos.
You hear me?
Yeah, man, we are here. Carlos, go ahead now, because you're the only one that's been so quiet for the whole time.
Yeah. I listen. But you know what now? Is that what we notice is that this I hear myself back.
Go on.
I hear myself back.
A big Ice and echo. Go on.
So yeah. Okay. So when we say back to the topic, when we say church people are easy target, them weak, them vulnerable. And the easiest target for scammers who put on a jacket and grab a Bible going to church. When weak people are weak at their lowest, people will scam them because you're weak and you look for something. Another thing again, I've known people who don't believe in any God whatsoever, and they are living better than people who go to church. How we explain that is only God one knows. There are people who are atheists who don't believe in a religion whatsoever, my brother. But they will take off the shirt off of their back and give to you. They will give you the last penny they got. There are people like those out there. And there are people who are church people who will not share the dinner when you come at them house. They will make you leave and not get a plate of food. Mm-hmm. There are people like that. Mm-hmm. It's kind of confusing. So on this earth, and the sister just said a while ago, we live like a hog and dog. Like we live like an animal sometimes. Sister, we live like worse than animal. Because animal only kill for territory and food. We kill for nothing. We have the most territory boy and land boy. No animal put on a border, no wire fence. You understand me? We worse than, I do videos like this before and stop me say, we do nothing to this earth. We bring no good to this earth. We only come destroy earth. Tell me one good thing, black man, that any man brings to this earth. Human being. We human being. We are no use to this universe, this earth. All we do is destroy it. We pollute, we overfish, we overkill, we turn New York City, LA in a concrete jungle. If there was no concrete jungle, you'd have monkeys and bears and all type of stuff in the middle of New York City. In the trees, you'd have birds. We only destroy earth, brother. So we live worse than the animals. We, human beings, live worse than the animals. And it's time for us to look in ourselves. No matter where you pray to, you are being, because I believe that there's a God. Because there's something that made us. There's something that thought about, say, hey, you put the food in your mouth, you go to your system, go down to your tailpipe, go on to your exhaust as waste. Come on, man. What a person was. Who could I ever sit down? What a engineering. What kind of a level of engineering that somebody sit down and thought about us carefully when they put food in their mouth and a gum bite bone and about you have teeth hard in your mouth to bite stuff. Look at your eye. Your eye need juice for your eyeball to move your eyeball around. You have lubricant, natural lubricant in the eye. When you close the eye, you have eyelashes. The eyebrow is to keep up water. It's like a horning to keep water from going down the eye. What do you think of an eyebrow? All these different type of thoughtful engineering. Somebody make us and not we ourselves.
All right, Carlos.
Yeah.
All right, Ice. You there? Can you Ice? I seem to have some problem. You there, Ice?
Me there right here, man. Me I hear you, man.
All right, so we are gonna wrap up now because we're there now over an hour. So I'm gonna give everybody them closing statement. I'm gonna go with the Empress on the phone line first. Make sure give our closing speech. Go on, Empress.
All right. Basically, what I want to say is that me grew up in the church. From me come out of my mother womb, me never have a choice if me did go to church or not. I had to go. I'm a walk it, I'm a learn it, me did love Jesus and everything. And let me tell you something. The church is not the people them in the church. Some of them are not. But let me say this. Let me rephrase that. There are some good people in the church who honestly want to see them brothers and sisters do what is right. You understand? But religion on a whole was not given unto us. The brother just said a while ago, you have somebody who is an atheist. An atheist doesn't mean that he doesn't have a religion. Atheist is a religion. Being an atheist is also a religion. You understand? That's what he clings to. You understand? And he might be doing better works than somebody who will go to church every Sunday or every Saturday or whatever. That's because, like I'm saying, we never needed any religion to act and do what is right to each other. If somebody hungry, you have it, you can't feed them, you feed them. If you pass somebody out a road right there, so you understand, and they ask if you have $1, you know you have it in your pocket, and you tell them, say, no, you don't have it. Those are things that the Most High is looking at. How you treat your brothers and sisters, how you live here upon earth. Do you disrespect his earth here where he create? You just reap, and you never sow on everything you want, and you never put a seed in the earth. You understand? You disrespect your parents, the people them who you see, who you live amongst, your families, your friends. You have no love in your heart for them. Yet you want to call on my name and say, you love me, you never see me, you never hear from me. You understand? Certain things like that. These are things where we live on earth, where we must practice how to love each other and how to do right by each other. Because let me tell you something, and people do not understand this. The reason why we are in the predicament where we're in and why people are ruled over we and oppressed we is because we disregard natural laws of the Most High by how Him say we must govern ourselves while we're here. Okay? So you don't need religion to tell you, say, you must do this and you must do that. Your consciousness inside of you, the way you're reading at the scripture, you're supposed to be able to can see and feel and learn and know what is good and what is wrong and what is right. You understand? Decipher these things for yourself. Because at the end of the day, we come to this place by ourselves and we're leaving by ourselves. But after this realm, there is another realm and there is a price to pay. So we must walk that path ourselves and figure out why we're here. As Ecclesiastes, I believe it 12 say, the whole duty of man is to hear, not fear. Because the Most High do not use fear. That was translated wrong, incorrectly. Hear the Most High and keep his laws. Meaning say, whatever laws is here when give us here upon the earth to do, simply do it. It is not difficult. It is not burdensome to do what is right.
All right, sister. Big up yourself on that one. All right. Big guys, go on.
Really appreciate having the conversation with you guys pertaining to whatever we've been discussing spiritual, not so spiritual, but religion or whatever, religious hard talk, so to speak. And I do appreciate this lady that come aboard the conversation. You shed light and you have good insight, very good insight. And I stand with what you're saying in agreement with. Well, some of your things, I do stand in agreement with you in what you're saying. And, you know, as I said, I'm no far from what you're saying. I'm no distant from what you're saying pertaining to that we are supposed to know how to conduct ourselves and operate as human beings. You know, because many a times it's us that cause things that, you know, where we could easily put aside, you know what I mean? Even with our brothers and our sisters, because we feel like we're bad and mighty, we just push things over to a different level. But, you know, if we use that God-fearing, so to speak, our God-loving way to deal with our brother and sister, or our morals, loving moral way, then we will have a better life, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I really appreciate the conversation. I really, really do appreciate even you, Unstoppable, and Carlos himself. Man, to you, you know, my brethren, we always I shed light on things and try to bring, you know, and the reason why me tune in with Uno and the reason why I join up with Uno is because you guys try to enlighten people and open up eyes so we can, you know, be better people. You know, and this is what we want, to be better people. We don't want to jump on a platform where we come and tell people about girl this and mama this and sister this. We have a platform where we can talk about anything. And as you say, Unstoppable, you always try to keep the platform respectable, regardless of who are texting and who are saying whatever. You know, social media is wide, you know, some people like them if you text one and two little things they want. So, you know, and just, we use the social media bully business, you know.
No, but you know, Ice, the good thing is I have to big them up too at the same time. Cause you know, what we realize with the people, even if them new and check in on the live, right? Once and them sidestep once in a while, because them probably not know, say, we not tolerate certain things. Once we address it, like even the general earlier, we respond to a comment, you know, me just address that, and the man say, understand and everything good. So me have to big up the people, the viewers we are coming to, you understand? Nice. Because everybody, as we say, we are all adults here, and listen, Ice, me not have to agree with you, you know. Me not have to agree with Carlos. You not have to agree with me. Carlos not have to agree with me. The Carlos not have to agree. You understand? And that is what makes a conversation, you know. Because if everybody in agreement, the conversation start and it done. Boom. You understand what I say? So you have to have people who disagree to have a healthy conversation, you know. You understand what I say? And even at the end of the conversation, everybody still don't have to agree. You know, but as long as we have the conversation and we listen to each other and we try to understand what each other is saying, that's what makes the difference. You know, and that is how people need to be more. People need to learn to have a conversation and listen and stop get all heated and angry and upset, and that is something we're going a lot in anytime you see, as Carlos say, Christianity conversation or religion, I should say, sorry, not Christianity, religious conversations or politics, people tend to get heated. But that should not be the case. People should still, you know, keep a level head and be able to have a good conversation. And even in the end, everybody cool same way and go about with business and life merry. But Carlos, your talk, my brother. Go on.
Yo. Yeah, a good argument. Sister, big up yourself, sister. Manners and respect, I see you. And what a better set of people to come with a conversation if you have on for this stuff like this. Because my background is a Rastafarian background, you know. Me baptized and grew a Rastafari church. So the father is a Rasta, and me baptized a Rasta church. And I see a different background, and this young lady look like she have a new light. And I said, well, however, it's beautiful, right? So it's beautiful right here. So, however, we could get back to this, the meat of the conversation that gets us started here, even though we went off a little bit. Mm-hmm. My final point is too much false prophet in Jamaica. And I think that this pastor here was trying to capitalize off the cult pastor members. Them was trying to see red meat and he see blood, and he went for it yesterday, and he was not sent. He went. That's why he ran out of gas. He didn't have the money, and police was called on him get kicked out the church. You understand me? And I think police must root up any one of these church will try to spring up back in my country again. It's a dangerous. It's a dangerous gathering. Police know that already. They went there and people was dead in the church. I know these people believe. I think the police of Jamaica should not, JCF should not make none of these more church spring up again. And I think again, every pastor for go look work. Final point. Pastor for go look work. All
right, my brother. Big up yourself, Carlos. Ice, big up yourself as well. Carla on the line. Brother. Blessings. Thank you all for joining me on this conversation. All right?
All right.
All right. Good night. All right, so Unstoppable family, that right there was
Respect
a great
everybody.
one. Yes, I say we had Jamaican Carlos, we had Big Ice and the Empress on the phone line, and everybody here had a great, awesome conversation. You know, the whole way I walk with, and we feel enlightened. Yeah, that's what I say. We feel good for no say we can have a conversation. You know, I learned something from Carlos. Carlos learned something from Unstoppable. Unstoppable learned something from Big Ice. Big Ice learned something from everybody. And everybody, me learned something from even only in the comment section. Because nobody feels me there. Nobody feels me there and now read the comment section. You know? I'm looking in the comment section. Yes, some of them probably fly past me. But I'm looking in the comments and I'm seeing what you're writing in there. You understand what I say? And we understand. You know? And as we say, at the end of the day, we agree to disagree upon certain things. And everything we are going to agree upon. You know? As I said, the Empress on the phone line, she has strong points, right? And she speaks very passionate about what she believes in. You understand? And we can't knock her for that. Unstoppable has his beliefs and you can't knock Unstoppable for that. Carlos has his beliefs. You can't knock Carlos for that. You understand? Everybody is entitled to what they want to believe and you know, the path that they want to take. Right? So, as we say, we are going to wrap up right now because we're done there way too long already. But me can't leave without telling you to go over and go check out Big Ice page. Alright? It seemed there in the comment section, Rowan Winter. Alright? Make sure you go over there and go follow Rowan because you don't know, say Rowan, only hear him go on pan here tonight, right? In talk. In talk. So it's a Rowan go on, it's entertaining. Yes, I say you don't know, say you have to go check out Jamaican Carlos as well. And I'm named that time at the name of my page that Jamaican Carlos. So once you type that in, the only Jamaican we are gonna pop up. Jamaican Carlos. Alright, and Empress, if you want, you know say you need to start your you know say you need to start your Facebook page though, Empress. You have your page?
No, I don't have a page, no, because to be honest, let me say this real quick. Homie talk, and like you said, it's really passion because you see, programming is a hell of a thing when your society we're growing a program if you think a certain kind of way. You see, so you see when we come from and the programming, some people may call me radical. It's because me separate when me know to be truth.
No, but I'm gonna tell you something.
I cannot go back there again. So I'm radical. I don't want the program. I don't want you tell me something when I learn for myself and when reveal and when I see and when I know. It's just like we get very, very, very. My sound as my voice turn and you hear sound like maybe me a war and me a yell because I know that where we are go through as a people is because of the programming that we have received from those who are over us.
But let me tell you something. That is the reason why you need
to create a platform. Can I say the last word?
Hold on, Carlos. That is the reason why you need to create a platform. Yeah, give me a second, Carlos, right? Because you see, all right, I can guarantee you right now that out of everybody here that's listening, a lot of these people right here like your speech where you make panda in another live stream. Yeah. So by me saying that, what I'm saying is if you have your own platform where you give your teachings, right? A lot of people would come and follow and listen because, you know, a lot of people agree with what you're saying. So take my advice, create your platform, just like Unstoppable does, just like Carlos does, just like Rowan does. Create your platform, and I guarantee you, no, mind you, you're gonna have some people will come with the negative because them not agree, you know. But that's a given. That's going to come. You understand? But you have to be powerful enough to say, "Sure, we not worry about them," because remember, say, you know, you go out there to do what you know. So take my advice and try it. Carlos, you say you have something to say?
All right.
Yeah, one encouragement to the Empress. They say she a firecracker. They tell her she's a firecracker, right? They're not joking. Sister, there's an audience out there for what you're saying. There's an audience out there for you. All right? And I like what Unstoppable say. People are gonna beat you like they might use a 2x4 and beat when they just start and make you feel like a fool. They're not gonna eat dinner, they're not gonna sleep at night time. It happened to me when we just start. No, Carlos, people beat me all the time, I don't lose sleep.
No, Carlos, hold on. It still happened to me. Because we have people who beat we all know.
Yeah. But we'll answer.
We not bother with.
We not bother with no more. Because we're used to it.
Right.
We not bother with. But when they just start, sister, you come home and take home all the energy to your family and lose sleep over time and eat lunch and all that sitting there. We're not like you. But really, sister, there's an audience for you out there. There's an audience out there for you and what you are saying. All right?
See people in that comment section and say, I would have followed you right now. See that? Yeah, them like your speech. So trust me, create your page and start your program like this. Don't make Unstoppable and Carlos go and run alone, hug up the whole spotlight. Big up yourself, Zin.
No, we'll share it. We'll share it. We'll share it. We'll share it. We will share it for her.
All right.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
All right, guys.
Carlos,
have a nice night, okay?
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Carlos. All right, Unstoppable family, that's the end of the program. Thanks for tuning in. As I say, make sure if you go check out Jamaican Carlos, make sure if you go check out Rowan Winter's page, and if you know hit that follow button on Unstoppable page yet, make sure if you hit the follow button. And I want to also remind you that you can sign up to become an official supporter of this platform right here. All right, so if you're not sign up yet, make sure if you hit that sign up button and sign up to become an official supporter. Go over to Carlos page and go sign up to become a supporter as well. Carlos page now has that feature where you can go sign up and become a supporter. Remember, we have to support one another. As Jamaicans, we need to support one another. If you notice, me and Carlos jump on and we do live streams. Me and Rowan jump on and we do live streams. Me and Rapper Crapper jump on and we do live streams. We have to unite this space. Too much segregation are going in this space. You understand? More we need to link up, start, collaborate together, because under the fans we do it fine. You understand? Some are Carlos fans, some are Rowan fans, some are Unstoppable fans. But we do it for Uno, because if Uno have all our favorite content creators teaming up and come together like how we come together tonight and have a conversation, Uno gonna love it. Uno gonna love it. All right, and a unity I believe in. I believe in oneness. I believe in togetherness. All right. So like I said, you all can play a part by supporting us. Right. Click the turquoise button right to the bottom of your screen right there with the turquoise heart in the middle light, and sign up to become an official supporter on the page. Go over Carlos and do the very same thing. Sign up to support his page as well. Go over to Rowan and sign up to support his page as well. All right. Natalia, big up yourself. All right. Thanks to everybody for checking in. It was a great conversation, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the next live. Bless up. What I wanna get me opinionated peeps? So people, we not say nothing yet. We just go watch where I go on first, and then we talk about it.